All right, so back on YouTube. It's been a while. Today we're going to be shooting with Jason. Jason is one of my prodigies. Okay, so he's going to be joining the team of coaching. He's been a student of mine for like a year now. So today it's his first time here in Pure Muscle. So we're gonna actually our first workout that we actually done together. So we're gonna hit chest today. So you're gonna follow us along, and also we're gonna have like some stuff that we're gonna be talking about, like certain techniques and a lot of like incisive things that we're gonna come into. So yeah, that's it. All right. So follow us along and hope you guys enjoy it. All right. So we're gonna kind of like just do an iso hold for like 20 seconds, and then I'll give you some variations that we're gonna do. Then we'll start doing the sets. We're not using this as much as the fly as it is a kind of like a wide press, right? So when we're gonna be doing it, it's kind of like we're bringing our shoulders here wide, and then once we're gonna be pressing, we're following through here, right? So it's kind of like we're going wide here. So it's not like a regular press where you would have your shoulders here and just kind of do the press. We're a little bit wider, kind of like if we were to do a fly, and then we come into a press here. So as the warm up, we're just gonna press in, and then I'll just hold it there. So here, as I'm doing it, I'm not actually moving much. I'm just kind of like trying to get some pulsations in the chest here, just to get more blood in. And then even I'm gonna squeeze this together and then press. So you want your warm up to feel like I'm already sweating, You want to feel like you already have a good connection, then you can start doing your first sets. So bring this in here, right? Yep. So right here, I want you to come and press here, and then hold this here, okay? You're pushing my fingers with your chest, okay? Yep. Hold this here. So see, I'll just the angle that I just shifted here. Now we're trying to bring because when he's going to be pressing, he's going to be bringing like all the fibers are kind of going in this direction, right? So that's why he wants to bring this straight. So as soon as I do this, he doesn't want to do that anymore, because this holds all of that pressure into the chest. So now what I want you to do, you're going to bring them together. No, keep this here. And what I want you to do is I want you to keep them here, and I want you to go and lower it down as you're kind of like doing a close press into your chest, okay? So close press here, hold this together, and now press it in front of me. There you go. Press here. So now the fact that all the blood is engorged now, as soon as he's gonna start pressing with an actual set, the feeling is gonna be completely different.
That was good. Honestly, I don't really incorporate like isometric hold, but that was pretty good. Honestly, I will try to add this in my workouts for sure.
This is the thing, like he came to me like a year ago wanting to build his own business, which he did. We did some classes together. What I noticed a lot, because I had the idea of hiring someone, I just wasn't there yet. I wanted to establish someone that would come into the company would actually benefit from. And once everything came together and I was like, okay, now it's kind of the time, I was looking for someone who was gonna go the extra mile, right? So not just going into like, okay, I'm showing you how to do things, but actually doing more. Like I would do classes with him and he would, study on his own time, kind of like do his own thing to actually, I saw how hungry he was basically. So now bringing him on, I'm like, if I can bring that energy into a team environment, I think he can strive. So that was good for both of us, So for me, it was to bring someone who's very passionate. I saw a lot of myself in that too, because when I came up, that was really my main thing. That's how I got successful in doing this. So seeing how he was driven and how motivated he was to like learn more and like do more, that motivated me a lot to like bring him on the team, you know, to actually like want him to be a part of this. And yeah, now it's time to work. You know what I mean? Now it's time to really like put it in practice. So yeah, and it just happened to be that he could have kind of came this week. So he started up this week, and now we just kind of like we were able to like kind of set up something so that he could come down and learn some new stuff as well on the floor. You know, so we might even increase, even though like I think you were in good range with the 10 with the last weight, but we're gonna go a little higher just so that we can put more tension in like a couple more reps. I don't want you to rush them. I just want you to keep exactly the same tension, maybe not as much reps, and then we'll drop it to like a quarter time of like, and then we'll drop it to a half. Okay, so I'll look it over anyways. Yeah. So same here. Like I think mine was good there, but I increased it as well. So the point of what I'm doing is we're gonna do as much volume as the other sets, but we're putting more tension by putting more weight on the first top of the first reps. So I was, honestly, the weight that I did just before was fine. I'm just gonna go a little higher. I might not do as much reps, but then I'm gonna drop it twice. So then I'll do as much volume as I would have done, but I would have started with a higher weight. Well, I don't have a lot of, I had not a lot of coaches. I worked with Larry for a long time, Larry Vinette, which was kind of like coming down from Charles Poliquin, right? Those two guys were very connected. And then now working, well, you know, now Dorian's helping me out with the preps and everything, but we're not doing anything work training wise, right? So it's mostly like, but what I've been doing with Eric resembles a lot what I've been doing with Larry, and so controlled movements. And I've always trained like that. I've never been someone who's kind of like rushing on like pressing weight, and that's why I get along with Robin good, because that's how he trains. Right? So very controlled, very like methodical in terms of how I do things. And like every rep is kind of like we're trying to get everything out of every rep, right? So volume, I would say I'm maybe more volume than most guys, right? But we want to make sure that like the intensity stays the same for the entire workout. So mostly like focusing on performance. So as long as like the performance is there, then after that, you know, that's where I control the volume. And in terms of how we train the reps, it's kind of how I made him do it, just very controlled and like focusing on the contraction, not so much on like putting on weight, which weight is important, right? We're adding resistance, but the main thing and what's my philosophy is a lot on like how much tension am I putting on the muscle, right? So that's where it differs us from like powerlifting or stuff like that. We're not trying to lift weight. We're trying to create tension, right? So we're trying to create adaptation. So if the muscle's putting on a lot of stress, it has no, like CT Fletcher would say, like it has no choice but to grow, right? It's kind of like it has to grow to kind of like sustain that much tension. Yep. There, squeeze, there you go. There you go. Don't rush it, keep it here. In. Let's go. Good. There you go. Come on, bring it in. There. Just up, up. There you go. 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 Don't give in. Don't give in. Keep this high. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. There you go. Squeeze. And I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Good. Mark. Good. Last one. Squeeze. There you go. Start to press here. Go. Yep. Good. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Go, 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 go. There you go. Come on. Keep going. It's your last one. Let's go. Bring it home. Bring it home. Come on. Bring this a little higher. Here. Higher, 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 higher. Finish here. Finish here. Finish here. Yeah. All right. That's good.
Bro. Honestly, no. No. This warm-up already activated my chest like I've never activated it before. So that is going to be a staple for me. And honestly, I do like starting with a cable too. Constant tension. It does give you like more control, more sensation. Also, with a better contraction, also better blood flow to start off your workout. So that is for sure a great exercise to start with. Or like you was saying before, pec deck is another great option too.
So now we're well warmed up. We're so the chest is fully engorged. So now we're going to start with the incline. This is going to be our first press of the day. I like the feeling that it's light. You'll see, like it's light, but it's a nice feel. It kind of converges in the center, and it's really smooth. So I like this one. Usually I either do the New Tech, or I'll do the Atlantis, or this is the thing here. There's a lot of options. There's a Prime there, right? So that one I like to use as well. There's a Panada. There's also the Hammer Strength, which is really good as well. So there's a bunch of them, you know. So this is the one we're doing today. But yeah, multiple options for incline presses here. So we're gonna start with that. So let's just, I just did like kind of like a feeler, just kind of to see what it is. Just do one plate, and then we'll just kind of like ramp up until you think you're comfortable. And same for me. Okay.
I got a good question, man. I know that when you're doing chest, like a lot of people push through their thumbs. Do you think like that a person that's using like a suicide grip will like kind of lose that aspect of like?
Not necessarily,
No.
but I wouldn't do it
Yeah.
just because I'm scared. But
Yeah, just because of
yeah.
if it
But
slips,
if I'm pushing like this,
yeah.
I'd be fine. If
Yeah.
you're doing like this, maybe. If you're pushing kind of like in an angle, I wouldn't
I see you still use your thumb. Your thumb is still aligned with the handle, so
Yeah. So I still. But like, see, even if I release the grip,
yeah.
I'm like this, like on this side. I'm not this. I'm like this.
Oh,
So the
okay,
thumb
okay,
is
okay.
pushing this way.
Okay.
So I'm doing this.
Okay, so you're really pushing and like, it's like a mind muscle connection thing. You're
I'm
like,
trying to bring my elbows,
yeah, correct.
my
You're
elbows
trying to
together, right?
bring those biceps.
So I'm doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice tight squeeze. There you go. There you go. There you go. Bring it. Let's go, man. Come on. Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. Come on. Yep. Come on. Come on. Come on. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it. Okay. Okay.
Come on, bro. 5.
No,
So last one.
that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. Let's go do some flat. We'll do. I think we'll do new tech like this conversion there.
That's it.
Or we could do. You could choose. Either we do this one, the Mega Mass,
Yeah.
or we do that one, which is kind of like the new tech.
And would you do it hammer grip or?
We could do it hammer grip. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do hammer grip.
Oh.
The force curves are bottom position to top.
Yep.
So I usually put them more at the bottom to be where this is where I'm going to be starting to press. And then here, when I'm at the top position, I might put a 10 or a 5.
Yep.
At first, I wouldn't even put anything. Let's just start building up to maybe like whatever, 2-3 plates you're going to put there.
Yep.
And then maybe like the last sets we could do maybe a plate at the top here.
Yeah, small increase.
Just to get a like, yeah. I try not to go too wide, but no, I get a good squeeze of both. Just, I try to vary the angles, right? And for this one, there's also the factor that it's narrow. So if I'm putting my elbows like this, I'll be pushing against the rack here. It's not the only reason I like to press it like this, or I've done this one in like a pronated, but it's just, I'm a little tighter. That's all. So I have to really like pull it on the point here, and then kind of press with the palms. But yeah, no, it both works. Let's go, man. There you go, man. Let's go. There you go, there you go, there you go. Come on. There you go, there you go, there you go. Squeeze, nice squeeze, man. Come on. Nice squeeze, nice squeeze, nice squeeze, nice squeeze. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Push through. Push through. Good. There you go. Ooh. I'm going to try 4 again. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we'll do, we're done with the presses.
Yep.
We're gonna go do some, basically what we're doing, again, we're following the fibers, right? So we're here, and what I'm gonna be doing, so I don't want a ton of weight to try to drive this. I'm stable here on top, I'm stretching here. Not completely up, just kind of like where you're keeping the tension on the chest. And then we're squeezing here. So it's kind of like we're doing a press, but with the cables, right? Look at that. So we're getting all that lower.
Yeah, I'm really just following the fibers, basically. Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
This is what we are doing. Nice here. Follow this direction here. There. There. Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. So still finished with just incline flies, but just like 2 sets, just to get a little bit of bloody here, and then we're done. Okay. He would do kind of like the opposite muscles. He wouldn't want like his chest, basically, because when you're doing chest, you're also getting some tricep activation. So then you're not like, if you're trying to get some tricep presses and stuff like that, you don't have as much strength, right? So that was kind of like the purpose. And also, since you already have some tap in there, the tricep is pretty much, you've done what you needed to do for a tricep. So after that, you can go into bicep, and then you get kind of like more volume without actually really taxing your tricep. So.
And if you do that type of split, do you like space out your back and tries, or you do like directly?
Back and tries would be like together.
Okay.
And then chest and bicep would be together, and then arms.
But
and then
do you like space
like,
out those workouts?
No.
Do you do like your legs?
No, because it's not enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would still need to like put, like, even if like yesterday I did back.
Yeah.
Right? I'm still doing
you're still
biceps today.
And okay.
Go a little bit, like just a little bit, like this. There, and now go up. There you go. Beautiful. Just also, like, because I said at the beginning of the video, like, a precision. I'm not the one coaching him. He's one of my students, but just so that I'm not taking someone else's job, Nick Filiatro is the one who's coaching him, as in bodybuilding, because he's going to be competing in November.
Yep. So first competition in men's physique. Also, my coach wanted me to do classics. So been injured for a while, but my legs are starting to bring up some muscle tissue, and I do find that like for a first competition, I do have to like try both divisions that I wanted to try and just give it a shot and see what the results is about after the first competition, basically. So, but I'm mostly like a huge fan of men's physique, so that's my favorite division. But I will give it a try for sure.
So the idea of doing this is kind of like to get that peak from the top there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, turn the wrist there, squeeze, and then slow down. Same thing, squeeze from the bottom here, and then, yeah, you kind of like drag it all the way. Yep. So it's kind of like if I'm here, then I'm like, I can't cheat here.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
this. Let's go. All the way here. Squeeze. And from the tension here. There. Up. There you go. Now you're protecting the joint. So here, there, and up. Much harder though, but this is all like when you're getting.
That's all bicep. Yeah.
Oh fuck. And then we're gonna go we're kind of like rotating as we're doing we're not doing supinated, but we're rotating the neutral grip. So if we're doing like this, it's here. That might be a little bit too heavy, actually. Come on. Don't rest the arm down. Don't put it on the side here. Put it in front. Here. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Keep it.
Okay, so I never let my elbows
Yeah, you don't rest it on the side here.
Okay.
So you it's not like this either, because then it's just shoulders. But if you're here, you're kind of like forward like this.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So because here you're kind of resting, and then this one's doing,
correct.
and then you're kind of like resting this arm. But if you're keeping an intention here, this one's still holding. I'm still trying to like keep the tension there, and then just waiting for it to go. I'm gonna lower the weight because this was too. I can't rest. I'm just like always blood. That's how I like to train. That's again. Also, I was telling Alora, like Robin trains like that. That's why I started training a little bit with him. So it's not because other people don't train well or hard or this that. It's just that you try to kind of align with the type of training that you do. And I mean, timer detention is pretty much like I've trained with Morgan. Like pretty much all these guys like train like this. Big guys. Like there's no, there's data. You know what I mean? Like.
Do you think like when you really like started implementing those types of training?
I've always trained like that.
Okay.
Always trained like that. Yeah. Because I was lucky because I started with, I started like that, and yes, obviously like. While with time you start want to like fuck around with stuff, so you're kind of let's just slap on 5 plates on the bar and just see what happens, But in general, for my entire life, every time I've been training like this. So perfecting it over the years, but I've always trained like that. Larry was very like on that type of training, so I was lucky that way. So I always kind of trained like that. So like when I started getting stronger in exercise, like people are, oh fuck, like you have a lot of control, like. I'll try training like I'm like, yeah, but I'm doing like this weight with this tension because I've done it for like 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's
for me, that's why like volume for me, I'm able to handle a lot of volume because I feel like the tension's always been on for years. So I feel my body's adapted to it.
Yeah.
And now for myself, sometimes I kind of like back off on some volume as well because I feel like, okay, I'm going to try to do a little less and see if I grow more. And if I don't, then I kind of go back to where I was doing and then try to keep a good middle. Because at one point I was doing more volume than I'm doing now, which I'm still doing. Like we've been doing a lot still, but I'm adapting myself. So sometimes I might back off on some stuff because I'm like, okay, I might not need it. And but that's it. But as long as like my performance is good and I'm not feeling I'm crashing or like leaving some reps in the tank or like feeling my strength is going down, then I'm doing something right, and the body's progressing. That's the main thing. So.
And what I see in that workout today is also the fact that like we always try, like you were saying, to push more weight, because progressive overload is of course one of the like mandatory things you have to look at when you're trying to progress, basically. But that's about a workout similar to the set volume that I'm used to doing, right? But with his execution and the time on attention today, I feel like I've done twice the amount of volume. So that's like really showing us that you can also progress in many variables to actually see performance enhancement or also like just muscular progress. So that's pretty good.
Go for it.
What do you think about men's physique? Because earlier she said like, who's your favorite one? And you started laughing. Is it
No, because
like
I laughed because I know that men's physique your thing,
okay,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. But I don't have a favorite.
Because I know,
if that's what
you
you're
started
asking.
in men's physique, but
No, honestly, I have a lot of respect for the guys.
it's weird because in bodybuilding, I feel like open bodybuilders tend to like not hate, but like
No. We laugh about it because it's funny, but like at the end of the day, it's like
it's the same thing.
they're bodybuilders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's bodybuilding. It's just a different category. And again, like we like open guys don't even if like I always thought it's not exactly true, but in terms of genetics. I think men's physique have probably the best genetics of all of us because you can't outmass men's physique. You can't get bigger and get better at men's physique. If you're not good at men's physique, you're just not good.
Oh.
Versus if you're trying to get an open, or if you're a classic guy trying to get an open, get more size, and you'll probably be a pretty good,
Yeah,
decent.
you'll look better.
You'll be probably a decent bodybuilder. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like pro level, this, that, but I'm like, if you're a decent like men's physique, but not really getting the placing, if you get bigger, most likely you'll do better. So the more you get big, the more you can hide flaws. So as open guys, like for me, I did men's physique. You know what I mean? It's not like I did men's physique, I did classic, I did open, you know? And every time it was kind of like, I didn't have the structure for men's physique. So I went into classic, and then classic was, my waist was still too big for classic physique. I loved classic. Classic, if I could have stayed in classic, I would have stayed in classic. But I didn't have the structure for it. And then when I got into open, then my waist didn't look as big because I got so much bigger, right? So yeah, it's adapting, but all the classes have their place. It's just honestly where you fit most. And we laugh about it because it's like, it's true that I don't follow it, but it's not necessarily because I don't have any respect. It's just because it's just something I don't know enough about, but I know he's a big fan of it. That's why I was laughing. Even bring your elbows slightly forward. Not like that, but just like you're here, right? You're kind of like, because we have the tendency of doing this, right?
Yeah.
You want to remove the shoulder or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So just bring it a little bit further here.
Okay.
Right? So then the only tension you have is this. As soon as you're here, you kind of get like that shrug here. You see what I mean? So like try to bring your elbow here.
So it's really just an elbow flexion and not like
exactly. Okay, so just I'm not saying exaggerating here. Just kind of like half an inch in front. Okay. So weight forward and then here. There you go. Yes, there you go. You'll even notice it on your peak on the video. You'll see. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. Weight forward. Yep. Weight forward. There you go. Yes. Yep. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, shit. I'm toast. All right, so all done. Oh, he's not here. Okay. So yeah, so we're all done for today. We're gonna do some posing practice. Like, share, subscribe, and we're gonna start it up again. The YouTube started up again, so we're gonna do some more stuff with you guys, with Laura. So yeah, it was a good one.